friends, I'm the vegan. Fruit salad, that's my favorite meal. Yeah, it's fun to cut and to cleanse this fruit. There's endless variety and I like the colors most. Of course the flavors, of course, and the fragrances, you know. There are so many different fruit. They're actually pretty expensive, yeah. If you compare how much water is needed to produce, let's say, nuts, fruits, vegetables and seeds, fruits are pretty high, directly on the nuts. Nuts are the most expensive because you need most of water for nuts. It's a huge amount. But you can't eat that many nuts, so you always have to compare how many calories a food has. 100 grams of nuts are a huge amount of calories as compared to 100 grams of bananas. So you need a I don't know, for a kilogram of nuts, maybe you need 10,000 liters or so. For bananas, you need a small amount, a huge, tiny little amount. That is nothing in compared to the nuts. But you eat lots more of bananas. So, yeah, that way you can not directly compare how much water is needed. But fruits are pretty high, expensive, you know, well, very precious. The colors are so much fun, you know. You see the colors and you smile. It's so beautiful. For a good reason. The colors are phytonutrients. It is a very important kind of nutrient, more and more researched. When we began to talk about veganism worldwide as a phenomenon, as a wave, the global movement, the research had taken on fire speed, and now we know much more about plant nutrients. Nutrients made exclusively by plants, the phytonutrients, plant nutrients. There are hundreds of thousands of them. And, well, it's so much to explore, right? Not easy for research, because research needs a lot of money. And the interesting thing about the phytonutrients is they work together in a kind of food synergy, they call it. And for example, you take out one of them, one of the phytonutrients, and put it into a pill, it works only a small amount. The effect is so little as compared to have a whole fruit with all the thousands of phytonutrients in one fruit. They work together and multiply its effects. And exactly how to say scientifically how effective one single nutrient is as phytonutrients, that is very difficult. As we learn now more and more, now we even know that some phytonutrients are as important to our life as vitamins. And vitamins have been called vitamins because they are vital for our life. We need to eat vitamins to survive. That's why we call them vitamin A, B, C, and so on. Because without vitamins we can't survive. The body doesn't produce it. And the phytonutrients, phytonutrients are so important. The colors, you know, the fragrance, the textures, the flavors. That's also important, yeah. The first raw foodists, you know, and when the wave came up, yeah, they were always raw foodists, but when the wave came up in modern society in the 20th century, in the 70s and the 80s and so, these guys, they were all about health. They didn't care about flavor. Only in the 90s, yeah, in the 90s and the 20th century, the first gourmet raw foods people came up. Yeah? They said, oh no, raw food can be delicious. And then later, the whole science began about the phytonutrients and so on. Now, I make a dressing for my fruit salad that is red and with cherries. I have some frozen cherries here. That's very inexpensive. Yeah? You have the frozen fruit, they're very inexpensive as compared to the fresh one. And one orange. And orange, another interesting thing, has a fiber. It's called pectin. Yeah? That is a thickener. And you blend oranges by themselves, they turn into a gel. It makes it interesting for dressings. The cherries, again, have different phytonutrients. Each plant has different ones. And we know that berries and cherries, stone fruit, are super healthy among the fruits. So I will make now a cherry dressing because of the red color and the sweet and sour flavor. And I add some dates, also very wonderful fruit. They are, of course, my sweetener. And especially with frozen fruit, sometimes you have a little bit less sweet, not so much sun ripeness in there, and the dates make up for that. And I guess the oranges have some sourness, the cherries have some sour, so the dates will be a nice balance. Quickly do a blender dance to make my dressing. Oh, that looks so nice. Look at the wonderful color. That's a phytonutrient. The red color is a phytonutrient, and all the colors, they have certain categories, all the phytonutrients. You can look it up. They're so complicated, this stuff. It's very hard to categorize, to make an order, which color is what phytonutrients and so on, but also important. The research is far behind because, as I said, you need thousands and thousands and thousands of tests, to find out about one phytonutrient. Nobody can pay for that, so finally research is going very slowly, if at all. So we are the chefs, we are the ones to make this research, to find out about these phytonutrients. Let's taste it. Oh, wow. The cherry flavor is predominant, as should for a dressing with cherries. And I'll show you in a moment. First, I put my main ingredients of the fruit salad together. I have tropical fruit again. I have a pineapple here, half a pineapple, cut into small pieces. I destemmed it too because that's a little bit harsh for a fruit salad. In a juice I can use it. And I have also a half papaya. Papaya is very good also for meal, because it is high in fiber. It's good for the eyes, they say in India. Pineapple is good for the digestion, it helps to digest fat, protein. And bananas, they make us happy. All phytonutrients, they do that. I have 3 bananas here, small bananas, and they are nice. So many fruit salads are going nice with bananas. And pineapple is not so easy. Papaya you can combine with anything almost. Papayas have almost a very neutral flavor, I would say. And you can combine them with many other fruit and season it even with fruit. Pineapple, on the other hand, has a very intense flavor. The bromelain, that is that substance, the ferment, the enzyme in the pineapple that makes it digest so well. This bromelain makes the pineapple, I guess it is not very easy to combine with other ingredients. With fruit, and especially sour fruit, bananas, and so also you can combine easily with the sour dressing, like fresh, like these cherries and oranges. That's perfect with pineapples. But when you try to combine it with nuts, that can go wrong. Coconut is good with pineapple, and then it already becomes problematic. It falls apart in the mouth. You eat a pineapple with a nut, different kinds of nuts, and it falls apart. You don't like it. The flavor is away all of a sudden. Very strange. Doesn't taste well oftentimes. But with fruit, and these fruit, very nice. And the topping here is a green color. I have some 3 kiwis or so, peeled them and cut them into small pieces. And they also like a seasoning for the papaya. All the other fruit here are seasoning for the papaya. The pineapple and the kiwi, and the banana is a little bit the background of the fruit salad. It is sweeter than the others, and it is softer, creamier a little bit. So that's always like a canvas to paint a salad on, so to say. So now I show you my dressing. When I pour it over the fruit salad, and you will see the beauty of it and the creaminess. I guess it's a very exciting flavor here. All these fruit are just pure joy to eat and to watch. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's so easy. You can eat these fruit all by themselves, but you can make it such an experience, such a ecstasy if you really combine it in a nice way, a little bit with intuition, yeah, with feeling, and then you have exciting fruit salads, different ones every day. I love that. I can eat it any day, any time of the day, no problem. Even when I go to bed. Usually I don't eat before I go to bed. It's easier to sleep, have a light sleep, to get up early, and then to be fit again, to get up easily. But fruit salad, yeah, I can eat at night. When I'm hungry, I feel hungry. I eat fruit at night, and it doesn't matter. I still feel feel light in the morning. Have a good sleep with fruits. So to get up early in the morning, it's nice to have fruit. I feel it energizes me, yeah, gets me alive, and at night easily it's very light, and my digestion doesn't have a lot of problem with that. Sometimes, usually I don't eat at night. I try to eat only until sunset, and then I stop eating usually. But there are exceptions. Sometimes I feel like, well, I'm still a little hungry. Then fruit is never wrong. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another video, another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.